Welcome to Football Focus, the channel with the most up-to-date news stories. Before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, give it a like, and click the bell. Now sit back, make some tea, and we'll get started. Real Madrid players Courtois and Rodrigo will miss the match with Barcelona due to injuries. Belgian goalkeeper Thibaut Courtois and Brazilian striker Rodrigo will miss the upcoming match of Real Madrid in the Spanish Championship against Barcelona. On October 23rd, the press service of Real Madrid reported that Courtois has an injury to the adductor muscle of the left leg, without specifying the timing of the goalkeeper's recovery. A day earlier, the goalkeeper played a full match of the general stage of the Champions League with German Borussia Dortmund, 5-2. According to the Athletic journalist, Courtois will not take the field in the upcoming encounter. Rodrigo was substituted in the 85th minute of the game with Borussia. The player will miss the match with Barcelona, and the nature of the injury and the timing of recovery will be known on October 24th. In the current season, the 23-year-old footballer scored 3 goals and gave 2 assists in 13 matches of various tournaments. The match of the 11th round of the Spanish Championship between Real and Barcelona will be held on October 26th in Madrid. The teams occupy the first 2 lines in the league standings. Ancelotti has named the reason for Real Madrid's 0-2 Champions League camber, with Borussia D head coach of Real Madrid Carlo Ancelotti spoke about the victory of the team in the match of the 3rd round of the general stage of the Champions League with Borussia Dortmund, 5-2. Recall, the Creamy were losing with a score of 0-2 by halftime, but in the second half made a comeback, scoring 5 unanswered goals. In the first half, the players showed Tucci a game. We should have acted more energetically, taken more risks, and pressed the opponent more intensively. At halftime, we changed the tactical system, and the result was the best half of the game this season. However, I would emphasize that the main thing is not the tactical formation, but the players' attitude. The team started to play in a completely different rhythm, and everything changed after the first goal. This half could be a turning point for us, Marca quotes Ancelotti as saying, after 3 matches, Real Madrid have 6 points and are in 9th place in the standings. Borussia D has in its asset also 6 points and is in 5th place. Antony has been the subject of interest from clubs from the APL and Serie A. Clubs from the English Premier League and Italian Serie A are interested in the 24-year-old extreme striker of Manchester United, Antony. This is reported by journalist Ekrem Konur in the social network X. Earlier in the media, there was information about the readiness of the Red Devils to sell the Brazilian footballer for £40 million, 47.9 million euros. In the current season, Antony took part in 4 matches in all tournaments, in which he marked 1 goal. The current labor agreement with the club is valid until the summer of 2027. According to information provided on the Transfermarkt portal, the market value of the player is 20 million euros. Kimmich has not ruled out that he could move to Barcelona. Bayern midfielder Joshua Kimmich commented on rumors about a potential move to Barcelona, which is actively written about by the media in recent months. "I'm not thinking about it, but you should never rule anything out, neither in life nor in soccer," quotes Kimmich, Bayern and Germany in the social network X. Earlier, there was information that the 29-year-old footballer may join the Catalan club in the coming summer, when his contract with Bayern ends. In the current season, Kimmich took part in 10 matches in all tournaments, in which he noted 3 assists. According to information provided on the Transfermarkt portal, the market value of the player is 50 million euros. Xavi could replace Ten Hag as Manchester United coach. The former head coach of Barcelona, Xavi, is considered by the management of Manchester United as a new mentor for the team. This is reported by the Daily Mail. According to the source, over the past few months, representatives of the Red Devils twice contacted the Spanish specialist. It is also emphasized that the influence on the team of its current head coach, Erik ten Hag, is gradually declining. Xavi led the Blue Granites from 2021 to 2024. During this period, under his leadership, the Catalan club won the Spanish Championship as well as the Spanish Super Cup. After 8 rounds of the Championship of England, Manchester United scored 11 points and is in 12th place. Guardiola. Players cannot afford to come back injured from national teams. Manchester City head coach Josep Guardiola has spoken out about players getting injured while playing for their national teams. I always encourage Manchester City players to come to their national teams. It should be enjoyable. But if a player has come for a friendly match, he can't come back injured. I'm sorry, but that's the way it is. The club pays us, and very well. National teams don't do that, so you have to respect the club. You can't get injured in friendly matches. Of course you can play, but you can't come back with an injury, City Extra quoted Guardiola as saying on social media X. Rafael Benitez has spoken out about Chelsea's play this season. Spanish specialist Rafael Benitez, who previously led the London Chelsea, shared his opinion about the game blue in the current season. Chelsea can be proud of the fact that they attack a lot, but if you want to win trophies, you have to keep a balance. You have to make sure you are good not only in attack but also in defense. They are very good in attack, but do they work in defense? I'm not sure about that. Benitez was quoted as saying by journalist Simon Phillips on social network X. After 8 rounds played, London's Chelsea have 14 points. Enzo Maresca's Wards are located on the 6th place in the championship, heading the standings of the English Premier League season 2024/2025 Liverpool with 21 points. Rüdiger has decided where he will continue his career after Real Madrid. Real Madrid defender Antonio Rüdiger has decided on his future. After leaving the Madrid club, German intends to move to Saudi Arabia, reports Relevo. According to the source, Rüdiger does not see anything shameful in moving to a large contract in an exotic championship. It is noted that Antonio does not intend to leave Real Madrid next summer. He wants to move to Saudi Arabia, having worked his contract with the Madriders to the end. The current agreement of the parties is valid until 2026. Real Madrid are not worried about Rüdiger. The player has made it clear that he will not leave the club during personnel problems with defenders. Arsenal are targeting one of the top scorers in the APL. Brentford winger Bryan Mbeumo has fallen into the sphere of interest of Arsenal London. The Canaries are planning to strengthen their attacking line in the winter transfer window, and Mbeumo is one of the first priorities on the club's shortlist, Football Insider reports. According to the source, Arsenal are looking for a new winger. But in Mbeumo, the coaching staff of the Canaries like the versatility the player can play in the center of the attack. Earlier, Liverpool and a number of other clubs were also interested in Bryan's candidacy. Mbeumo spent in the current draw of the APL 8 matches, in which he scored 6 goals. He is second in the table of top scorers of the Championship of England, season 2024/2025, second only to Erling Haaland from Manchester City. A hotel in Sweden where Mbappe was vacationing was searched. The hotel in Stockholm, the capital of Sweden, where Real Madrid and France striker Kylian Mbappe was vacationing, was searched. This is reported by the online edition of RMC Sport with reference to the Swedish press. It is noted that in addition to the search, the staff of the institution was questioned. Recall earlier there was information that Mbappe had sexual relations during his trip to Stockholm. It was also reported that Kylian is accused of rape. Mbappe joined Real Madrid last summer. During this period, the French footballer took part in 11 matches in all tournaments, in which he noted 7 goals and 1 effective pass. The current labor agreement with the club is valid until the summer of 2029. That's all for today. Share your impressions in the comments. Don't forget to give us a like, subscribe to our channel, and press the bell to not miss new episodes. Thanks for being with us, and see you soon.